I still love the countdown. Thank you, YouTube. I love seeing the 3, 2, 1. I told you it would happen. I gave you fair warning, and I'm trying to get in the best light here, and I don't know if that's going to be possible because the lighting in this room, when it is on, definitely casts an orange glow. And I don't know that I want to look like an Oompa Loompa, so we're going to go with this. Okay, it matters not about the lighting. Today is Friday. That means that we have been talking about this verse now for 4 weeks. 4 weeks. And we are halfway through. Okay, so this is what we know so far. These are the facts of the case. We started off Galatians 6:9, talking about not growing weary and doing good, because at the appointed time we will reap a harvest if we don't give up. That's what we're studying. And we're breaking it up into bite-sized chunks. We're talking about things. We're using our reasoning mind that we have been given. We are fielding questions and comments and all of these great things. And it is my hope that over the past 4 weeks, you have felt a little bit encouraged. No, not a little bit, a lot. And I pray that this invitation for you to look maybe even at a verse or a whole book that you didn't think really had much to speak to as far as your life here, maybe you're seeing it as a little bit different. Maybe you're seeing there is some value in spending some time in reading it. I personally have found tremendous value in having this discipline in not only studying and doing some word searches, doing some context searching, what was Paul trying to say in this letter to the Galatians? Why was he writing them anyway, this early church? And I'm sure you all know this, but I mean, it was written to this group of people that were having struggles in the early church. They were fighting among themselves. I know that just sounds so foreign. We don't have anybody who does that today, right? There was some strife within this church. And so the Apostle Paul was trying to say, we just do not need to grow weary. Don't even allow yourselves to grow weary in your doing good, while you're doing good. So I hope that it's been a help for you to not see the first part of this verse as a impossibility, because we have talked about the fact that physically you have been given red flags. You've been given warning signs for when you do get tired, and you need to heed those. You need to pay attention to those because your physical body is trying to tell you things. It's not what this verse is talking about. If we don't look at the context, and if you don't read it and look at the entire thing as a whole, then it's hard to know that that's not what he's talking about. All maybe you hear is just don't get tired. Well, that's not really what he's saying. What he's saying is don't get tired in your well-doing. Don't get tired of helping people. Don't get tired, Don't get tired of shining the light. Don't get tired of doing the right thing. Don't get discouraged in that. That's what he's encouraging. Now you think, why would he be doing that? Why is this an important thing even today? Because we need that. Because it may be you that can come along and shine a light for somebody. It may be you that can be just an inspiration. It could be you. Hi. It could be you that gives that spark. It could be you that help somebody to hold on for another day. Somebody who has grown weary of everything. Somebody who feels like there's going to be no hope. See, when we don't grow weary in doing good, we're always in that overflow. We're always sharing. We're always doing that. And it doesn't drain us. It doesn't have to drain you, which is why I am so excited about the next part of this verse. Yes, yes. This next part of the verse then takes this thought of not growing weary and doing good, and it answers the question that our human minds want to know. See, we're so ingrained with how long things take, right? And when am I going to see the result of this? And how long do I have to not grow weary? I mean, I don't know if anyone else has asked that, but okay, that's a question that I have asked. I'll raise my hand. I won't throw you guys under the bus. But he goes ahead and he answers it in the next part of the verse, which is what we're going to look at starting on Monday. And just as a little sneak peek, he says, in due time, at the appointed time, when the time is right. Those are all different translations, but saying the same thing. In other words, he doesn't give a specific chronological time. It's a kairos time. It's a heavenly time. It's an appointed time. And that is what we look for as we are not growing weary and doing good. Now, lest you think that this has no practical application for today, I would beg to differ. And I would submit to you that we need people who will not grow weary in doing good more today than we ever have. And my thing is, why not let that person be you? That's my question. Well, I can tell you some reasons why it might not be us. Maybe we don't even have the capacity. Maybe we are not healed enough to even think or entertain the thought of being an inspiration to somebody else. Maybe we just are so bogged down with our little world, our universe of us, that we can't see that other people might be having issues too. I don't know. There's a lot of reasons why we can say, no, it's not up to me. I'm not going to do the good. I'm not going to be the good. I'm not going to help. I'm going to continue to be snarky. And I'm just going to stay over here isolated. But there's something that happens when we can get healed. And then it's not that we're going out and trying to do anything for anybody. We're just living. We're just living out this wholeness and this healed that's how we live. It's on the inside of us. Well, that is the goal, anyway, of why I felt led to start this whole journey in a place that I am not used to. I am not familiar with the YouTube style, channel, whatever. So I don't even know the lingo. I do know that there are, as of today, before I started this live, there are 91 of you that have subscribed to this channel. And that is just a blessing and a half to me. Because it shows that maybe you're not ready to take the leap, and you don't agree with what I'm saying, or you're like, that's not how I want to live my life. Okay, but here's the thing, is you still have an invitation to hang around and see some good and hear some good. I don't know, maybe get a little healing out of the whole thing. You are welcome to do that. You have an invitation to do that. So that is my Friday night thing to you. We are learning about this one verse. We are learning about the context and the history and the author, and we're finding that it has more to do with us today than what we maybe have thought. And I tell you what, I'm proud of you for hanging in here and learning. I really, really am. We have become very used to things being just spoon-fed to us. It's good. It's good to use your brain. It's good to use your brain cells. It's good to use your reasoning mind. We've been given it for a reason. So, with that, I will let you go and think on just a little bit ahead. When we looked at that appointed time of not growing weary in doing good, and when we thought about that appointed time, did that give you anxiety? Or were you okay with that? Do you like to know kind of the timeline on things? I'm curious. You don't have to answer me. That's okay. But it is something that I would invite you to have conversation with Jesus about, with Papa. Because if that's something that you need to know, hearing that it will all happen in the appointed time might not be of interest to you, but it actually can be such a glorious weight off of your shoulders to operate in that. So, all right, my friends, that is it. You have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And we will plan on seeing you back here on Monday for the next installment. And we will be looking at that next part of the verse, because Paul was not done with his encouragement to the Galatian people. And he's not stopping with what he has said so far. There is more to learn that we can use today as well. Okay. Everybody be safe out there. Go be nice to someone, okay? It's not hard. It's really not that difficult. Thanks for tuning in. Tell your friends, like and subscribe, all the things. I am loving to see what will become of this channel. Okay? We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.